What's up, TD Nation? On episode 29 of the TD Nation Kickstart Show, we talk about weight loss, when to weigh, how to weigh, when to adjust your macros and your calories, and all the coaches turn into 13-year-old girls and join Snapchat. What's up, TD Nation? Welcome to episode 29 of the TD Nation Kickstart Show, our first show of the new year, and I couldn't be more excited. Wow, we have so much going on in TD Nation. First of all, TD Nation has completely turned into a 13-year-old girl. As you guys know, we went really heavy on Snapchat, and of course, there's a lot of people fighting that, and that's perfectly okay. If you don't want to be on Snapchat, that's perfectly okay, but what we found, a lot of our TD Nation movers, or TD Nation members, went to Snapchat. You can follow me at lance.lyle if you have a Snapchat account. But what we found is we just have more communication with you guys. It's an easier platform for us to post exactly what we're doing all day, every day, quickly post our meals, our macros, what we're doing post or pre and post workout. Just constant fitness tips, motivational tips, just kind of seeing my life as a personal trainer, things that, I've done. But it's also a great way to quickly send me a question and get an answer and a reply back really, really quick. And it's a great way for me to get to know you. Like, I don't get to see a lot of your lives, what you guys go through every day, your kids and all that kind of stuff, your pets. And it just brings us closer. So, first thing, no, we're not leaving Facebook. I promise you. That is our home. Snapchat is just another medium that's really growing, and it's pretty much going mainstream. I mean, the White House, for crying out loud, just opened a Snapchat account. So, we're just going there. As social media evolves, we've got to go with where everybody else is going. And the fact is that, people in their 20s don't even use Facebook. 85% of what they do is on Snapchat. So, but we will always be on Facebook, number one. That is our home. That is where we can't do things like, I can't do things like reply to comments, like pictures, post these videos, post our kickoff show that we had at the beginning of 2016, post documents, all that kind of stuff. So don't worry. TD Nation is our home. And if you're not on Snapchat, you're not going to miss anything, but I encourage you to try it out. I know there's a lot of pushback. There's always pushback with new forms of social media. People said they'd never be on MySpace, and they did. People said they'd never be on Facebook, and they are. People said they'd never be on Instagram, and they got on Instagram. Now people are saying they'll never be on Snapchat. You're going to be on Snapchat. So I just think it's a great platform for us to give you guys more content and keep you motivated. And our TD Nation members have told us that they're more motivated by being on Snapchat, seeing our daily routine. So I think that's wonderful. So, but I want to make sure that you guys know, don't feel left out if you're not on Snapchat, because Facebook is our home. But we got the boot camp kicked off. It was a huge success. The new ebooks are fantastic. We're getting nothing but good comments on those. Everybody's loving the recipes. I know my wife, for one, says the recipes in this ebook are much better than the first one, and I thought the first one was pretty good. We're already getting some good results. I don't have the weight loss numbers in yet for the first week. That'll be on next week's show. I'll let you guys know what those are. But I wanted to get into a few questions real quick. And then we'll go over a few things at the end of the call. But I want to go over a few weight loss tips because we're kicking off the new year. We have a ton of new members, almost 2,200 members in the group. A lot of you are new. A lot of you joined the group last year and maybe didn't get started on the right track, so now you're getting going. So I want to talk to you guys about a few common weight loss questions this week. And the first one came in from one of our boot camp members. And they wanted to know, how often should I weigh in and when's the best time to weigh in? Great question, very common question. I see people do this wrong a lot. As far as when to weigh in, the best time to weigh in my opinion, is always going to be first thing in the morning after you go to the bathroom, no clothes on, just get on the scale. That will be the most accurate time for you to weigh in. What you don't want to do is weigh in at different times of the day because your weight is going to fluctuate, 2 to 5 pounds throughout the day. When I go to bed, I am always 2 to 3 pounds heavier when I go to bed than when I wake up. So make sure that, if you're a person who always weighs yourself at night, then you're always weighing yourself at night. If you want your absolute lowest weight and to be very consistent, weigh at the same time, weigh in the morning after you go to the bathroom with no clothes on. That will give you the most accurate determination of your weight. And then the other tip I want to give you guys, and I've been pounding this home on Snapchat, is guys, understand that your weight is going to fluctuate up and down by a couple pounds, even if you're doing everything right. That's just the way our body is. Our body fights to be in homeostasis. And it's going to always, throughout the week, your weight's just going to go up and down, even if you're doing everything right. And I've shown you guys that on my calendar, how I've been nailing my calories and macros, and my weight's going up and down, up and down. But here's a key, here's a tip that I use that's really helped me. First, you have to know that your body's going to fluctuate. You have to understand that, and then you have to accept it. If you're going to weigh in every day, okay? And I'm somebody who likes to weigh in every day. If you can't handle those swings, don't weigh in every day. But I like to weigh in every day, and what I do is I take every weight throughout the week and I circle my low day. Whatever my low day is for that week, that's what I count. And then the following week, I just make sure that those numbers, my next low day is also lower than the previous week's low day. And then I also look day to day. I'll look Wednesday of this week to Wednesday of last week. Is that number lower? And if it's lower across the board, then I'm making progress. I'm losing weight, and I don't need to change anything. So I think that will really help you guys if you weigh in every day. If you can't handle those swings, just weigh in once a week. Make it the same day and the same time of day, and I think you guys will be okay. Which leads us to the next question, which was, when do I adjust my calories and macros? And that's a good question, and it varies person to person. It varies on a lot of different things. When you guys start the TD Nation boot camp, if you're doing the boot camp, we start you out at a certain level. And anytime you start a new plan at a certain calorie range and a certain macronutrient range, you want to keep that for at least a week or two. There are so many things that could happen to your body that your weight might actually go up in that first week, and your metabolism may just not have had time to adjust to the influx in calories or influx in carbs. So you might see a little weight gain at first. You might feel really full at first if you're eating more than you're used to. But what happens typically is after a week or two, your metabolism catches up, your body realizes that you're eating enough, and all of a sudden the calories that used to make you starve suddenly now, or make you really, really full, suddenly are now making you very, very hungry. So anytime you start a new plan, give your body a week or two to see what happens, to see how your body reacts before you make a change. Now, also understand that we don't expect you to be at a calorie deficit forever. Basically, we want you at, losing that 0.5 to 2.5 pounds per week until you get within 2% of your desired body fat. Once you get within that 2%, we can talk about, increasing your calories, increasing your carbs, increasing your BMR, your metabolism. And you also need to be very careful that you're not completely, bottoming out your calories and just crushing your metabolism. And by that, what we mean is if you're a female, you're eating 1,200 calories a day, you're working out 5 to 6 days a week, and you're not losing weight, or you've hit a plateau, then you've pretty much bottomed out your metabolism. You need to start reverse dieting. You can talk to me or talk to your coach, and we can help you do that. If you're a male and you're down to about 1,800 calories, working out 5 to 6 days a week, and you're not seeing any progress either, then you need to talk to your coach about reverse dieting, and we need to help you increase your metabolism so that you can lose weight effectively. And you guys, when you're talking weight, the scale can often be very confusing. Make sure that you're taking waist measurements as well. If you're not, seeing waist measurement differences and the scale isn't moving and you're doing everything right, then you've definitely hit a plateau, and we need to talk about ways to get you through that. If you've been losing weight at a safe, calorie deficit, then you shouldn't have bottomed out your metabolism, and we can just cut your calories back even more. If you're at the bottom and you're not seeing any results, and you're being honest and you're weighing your food and you're doing everything right, still not seeing results, then we can either try to zigzag diet and talk to me if you want to know what that is, and I can help you with a plan to zigzag diet to try to get you through that plateau, or it's time to reverse diet. And reverse dieting is going to take you a little bit longer. It'll be worth it in the end, though. So I thought it was really important on this episode, the first episode of the TD Nation Kickstart Show, since everybody's kicking off the new year, starting new plans, and really into fitness, that we talk about weight and the scale, and your calories and macros, so that you guys get off on the right foot. Especially for those of you that aren't in boot camp and may not realize a lot of what could be going on with your body. I see a lot of people weighing themselves at different times of the day and wondering, also, maybe weighing themselves at the same time of day, but the scale's all over the place and they have no idea why. And it just takes somebody telling you that that's normal. Scale fluctuations from day to day are normal, and we just have to accept it. And if you can handle the swings, then great, weigh yourself every day. Use my tip, circle your low day per week, and you'll be fine. If you can't handle the swings, just weigh yourself once a week and make sure that number is going down every week. All right, guys, I hope that helps this week. We'll have more questions for next week from the TD Nation Boot Camp. What do we got? I think that's it. I guess nobody won the lottery ticket. And I talked about this on Snapchat too, real quickly, that I think a great measure of life is that if you had won the lottery, would your life have changed? Of course, it's going to change a little bit, but would you keep going to the job you're doing or not? Myself, I feel very blessed in that if I would have won the lottery, I did buy a ticket, my first one ever, my life wouldn't have changed. I would still be here helping you guys. I would still be running these challenge groups. You can believe that or not, but I promise it's 100% true. There's nothing that makes me happier than watching you guys succeed and lose weight. So I'd be right here. And I hope I motivate some of you to, obviously you can't quit your jobs, and I didn't quit my full-time job before I came a coach and a trainer. But I knew I didn't like my current situation when I was an insurance adjuster. So I started, I figured out, what is it that I love to do every day? What am I passionate about? And after work, I started, making small goals and attacking those goals and working towards doing something I love every day. And was it scary? Yeah, it's scary, but you just got to do it. Life's too short to do something you hate all the time. So if you're in a job you don't like, I strongly encourage you guys to figure out what you're passionate about, what you love, and develop a plan to hit that goal and do that for the rest of your life. You can do it, I promise you. If you love it and you're passionate about it and you're willing to learn everything there is about whatever subject it may be, you can do it for the rest of your life. And, it may take a little bit of working extra after your normal job to do that, but I can tell you the many hours I put in after my job as an insurance adjuster to do this full time was worth every second, because now I get to wake up and do what I love every day. So it's very cool. Anyway, I wanted to thank you all for being part of TD Nation. Thank you for participating in everything we do. Thank you for caring about what I have to say and our coaches have to say. We love you guys very much. We want to see you succeed and crush 2016. If you have not watched the kickoff call, go in the file section or message me and Joey and we'll send you the link. The kickoff call was incredibly inspirational. Brian Beam, who lost 211 pounds, had some amazing things to say. Alan Turbush, who was our Coach of the Year last year, had some amazing things to say. If you guys want to get the most out of this year, watch that call. It will really help you. All right, guys. Love you, and we will talk to you next week and on Snapchat and in Facebook. Later, guys.